Hey, how's it going, everyone? So, today's got another sort of, I guess you call it debate sort of video. And we're talking about the Dokkan private servers, right? So, obviously, if you've been on Twitter recently, there's been the debate again, right? Saying, if private servers are bad, if they're good, all that sort of stuff. So, I have done a video a while ago, but I thought, a video talking about this specifically, but I thought I'd bring it up again just because obviously more people have been commenting, bringing up good points, bad points, and that as well. And then I'll also go back on my video as well, and then show the comments as well, just to show the positives and negatives, right? So basically, I'll quickly explain what the private servers are, right? So basically, with the private servers, obviously this here is just my own account, but I thought I'd show basically what the private servers basically do. So the private server, you have your own account on like a different sort of app, I guess you can call it, and basically every unit in the game you have, right? You have all access to it. They're all fully max level links, all that sort of stuff, right? So you don't have to worry about awakening and that. I think you can even get like the TORs of each unit and that as well, if I'm not mistaken. So there is obviously like some positives as well to the private server, obviously, because you have unlimited access to, like, for example, you could have beasts going rainbowed. You can use them, change skill ups and that if you want, change his hidden potential. So you can do all that sort of stuff, which is, I guess a pretty good sort of way to look at it. But I think probably one of the major things about it to me that sort of stands out, well, obviously having all the units done and rainbowed and all that is one massive thing. But another thing as well, when it eventually loads, is basically all the hard difficult content. So like all red zones and all that. All the other hard difficult content that requires like limited tries on this one. All the ones that require like limited daily attempts, like red zone here for example. Never mind, I saw this one, but you know what I mean, right? So all the ones that require, you can only do this one 6 times per day, or you can do it 5 times per day, right? That goes out the window of the private servers, right? You can run a trashy team all day, every day, and you have a chance to, beat it and make the character look good, right? So, in my eyes, I think that's a bad thing, because it's hard to fully judge a unit if you can do, let's say on Golden Freezer's one, right? I can run a trashy unit, like, I don't know who to think of. You know what I mean? Just any trashy unit and get him a good run after, let's say, 110 attempts, right? So yes, you may get that good run, which can happen obviously down the line, but if you get 6 attempts per day, you're not going to get that 100 and whatever run till like sometime next year or something, right? Like something ridiculous. So to me, I do think that's a disadvantage. Not a disadvantage, but a negative to the side of, the private servers. But basically my big issues in it, right, is obviously I'm not saying everyone will, but if they make private servers a bit more accessible, I mean, at the moment, I think it's still pretty easy to get onto and all that sort of stuff. Like, what's the point for a global player, for example, to summon for Beast Gohan, right? You can just go on the private server, use them then, right? Even if you get shafted on your own account, which you play on Dokkan, you can just go in here and use Beast. So I think, yes, technically that is a good thing as well, but in terms of Dokkan itself, it can impact it, right? Because eventually players' mindsets can go, and I have seen it a few times on Twitter and all that sort of stuff, is people just straight up say, I'm not playing global anymore, or they'll do logins and that, but they'll purely just play the private server because they can run Beast Gohan or whatever they want, right? So, yeah, again, I think it's a negative, but I can see why people say it's a positive. But you're taking away the playtime on Dokkan, right? Because obviously, even if you log in per day, they do notice that, obviously on the server-wise, but they also notice, hey, we've gone down playtimes on average, let's just say 30%, right? It may not sound like a lot, but in their terms, that's quite a fair bit. So you sort of have to look at it in their sort of point of view, right? So yeah, like I said, I do think it's a negative side, the private servers. But let's have a look on Twitter and also other comments as well, seeing what other people think, right? So the first one we got here is personally like private servers, that they give us a chance to use units and teams we normally don't have access to, and also do a summon simulator so you can scratch the summoning itch. I mean, yeah, I can see the point in that. Like, I do understand that sort of point of view. But at the same time, when you think of it, is that going to help out Dokkan itself? Yes, more people will play technically Dokkan, but they're not playing on their servers, right? They're playing on the private servers, so they don't actually get the... I don't think they get revenue off it, like, playtime. But you know what I mean, right? The less player base obviously does affect them, because they go, why aren't people playing the game and all that sort of stuff. So another one we got here, private servers are fine if you have a main actual account, which is basically what I said. And the private server doesn't change your play style. They're not spending because all units are rainbow on the private server. So yeah, like I said, I can see the positives, but it will eventually affect Dokkan down the line. If people just, decide to keep playing the private server more. Even though you might spend all your money on that on Dokkan, they will see the play time go down as well. But I guess at the same time, they're not going to really complain if they're getting money. So, I'm personally against it. It takes away play time for the main game, which is basically what I've been saying this whole time. So, I completely agree with that. I understand the attack limit sucks, but there aren't only... there's only one major fight right now. So, that's true as well, right? I think that's the main reason why Dokkan's pumping out this hard content. Like, for example, I think there's new stages for the Spectacle Battle coming out this week. Cell Max as well. Cell Max is a really hard fight. Good fight, but it's also hard. So, I think that has unlimited attempts as well. So, yeah, I completely agree. Right? There is positives, but I think there's some strong negatives as well. So, let's see what we got here as well. I think there's a few more I got. We've got a few more here. Let's have a quick look. Private servers is like a mod to Dokkan. You have everything and can be fun. But it's boring, it takes fun out of Dokkan. They can be used, I have no problems with that. But they ruin the fun in Dokkan. What's the point of playing the game anymore? One thing they have is that we can test. Test the units, which we let us know. You can watch creators do so, but... banners are added later. Probably. So yeah, basically what I've been saying, right? It's good to get early access to sort of go, yep, this unit's good, I want to summon. But at the same time... you can just wait a few days till the banner drops, and then even if you don't want to summon because you're still skeptical, wait for the content creators to summon, because obviously they're going to summon for content. Let's see how they perform the unit. If they go, wow, this unit's performing very well, stuff like that, then you can sort of get a rough feel of it, sort of thing. But at the same time, I can see why people play the private server to get that sort of few days in advance to sort of see how it runs, right? So I do see that as well. I think it's okay for them to use from time to time for units I like, so I can see what my team options. But what we've been saying, right? It's good to sort of test it out, but it is taking playtime away. Can you put with Dragon Stones? Okay. I like private servers because it helps fuel my gambling addiction with unlimited summons. So yeah, I mean I can see that as well. Endless summons, so that does make sense. Now I'll quickly pull up my YouTube video from a while ago and see what people commented on that and sort of react to that. Alright, so we got a comment here. Personally, I think that they are, since Dokkan already had such a large player base, in terms of money, it doesn't affect them. Most of the time I see private servers being used for custom EZAs, which, yeah, I guess that can be one sort of good thing they can do. Showing off new user come out a few days later, we should basically talk about how they can sort of fix that. I can see where it could hurt them, but I don't think it's that big of a problem. I agree with that last part. I don't think it's that big of a problem yet. It all depends on how many people how many people started playing it more. I think then it will start affecting the game. But for now, I think it's okay. It's the same argument when we bring up pirating games. Does private servers hurt the game for showcases only? No. Does it hurt when everyone plays on private servers? Yeah. So basically what we've been saying, right? If everyone plays it, it's a problem. If not many people play it, it'll be fine, right? Not really in Dokkan because it's highly ranking, doing many celebrations. Which, yeah, I can see the point in that, right? They are making money, so they're not going to care too much. But they are going to care when, they're not making that much, not revenue, but like the player base is going down slowly in terms of how long they've been playing the game for. They might only play Dokkan for like 5 minutes, just get the login stuff, missions, daily missions, that's it, stop, right? So it will affect the game that way, but I can see why people bring up that point, right? I think we talked about that one, yeah. So, what do people need private server if you have any unit release? What are you doing in the game? So, yeah, that is, yeah, basically the same thing we're bringing up. We're going to say private servers are killing the game. Yeah, many gigantic celebrations before it. Modern servers were and always will be a thing with stuff back in the day. Original farming bot. Yeah, so I can. Yet again, it's basically the same point. That they're making money, which is the main thing, so they're not going to care. I guess let's see if the unit is worth something for. So for rivaling with the zones, yeah. Yet again, I can see the point people are making there, but it's the same. It's the same thing, right? If you want to see how good the unit is, wait for a content creator to sort of do a video about it, and then basically go from there, right? So yeah, I think that'll probably be it for today's video, guys. So overall, yeah, we've got pretty good discussions here as well, saying it's good and bad. We've got, I'd say, fairly mixed reviews, saying it's good and bad, so that's obviously good to see. But yeah, if you guys have any other comments as well, or any sort of positives or negatives, let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, if you guys like this video and you want to see more, please like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you all in the next one.